I think out of all of the flashlights that I have, my most carried light is the Olight i3t because it's a single AAA light. It's super small. It slips right into your pocket, and on high, it puts out a super bright, for this size, 180 lumens. I had the black aluminum version first, and I've carried this for a long time, and then they came out with the titanium version, and now they have come out with a new version of this light, and that is the brass version. And this is similar to when they came out with the brass version of the i5t right here that I previously reviewed. I'll put a link to that review up here. You can check that out. But if you like this one and you like the i3t form factor, this is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. This i3t brass comes in their standard Olight packaging with these boxes with the picture on it. And something interesting about these boxes is that the size of the light on the box is the size of the light. So if you are maybe at the store and you say, I wonder how big these lights are, it's the exact size of the lights on the box. It's kind of an interesting little tidbit, kind of an interesting thing that they do with their lights with these packaging. I like this packaging that they have. Gives you a nice, clear picture of what's in the box. This new Olight i3t brass, again, similar to the i5t. The i5t is limited edition and it's already sold out. They don't say if the i3t brass is limited edition. It doesn't say so on the box, but as fast as this one sold out, if you want one of the brass ones, I would pick it up as soon as you can, just in case they sell out quickly, and it is a limited edition. The way this comes, it comes in this box, standard Olight packaging. On the inside of the box, it's a little instruction stuff about take the little plastic piece out so that the light will turn on. And then because these lights are brass, the brass will start to oxidize and turn a bit of patina as time goes on. So they package it in these air-sealed packaging. Having a look in here, let's open this thing up. Take out the oxygen card, and here is the light. Comparing it to the i5t, kind of similar in size, and when you look at the beam profile of both of these that I'll get into, the i3t is a bit more of a thrower, whereas the i5t is a bit more of a flutter. Even though the i3t is 180 lumens, the i5t is 300 lumens. This is a little more throwy, a little more floody, and we'll take a look at those in a little bit. But let's have a look at this light. When it comes, as with all Olights, you want to take the back off, open it up, and inside there's always that little yellow piece. Otherwise the light won't turn on. So take that off. It does come with an alkaline battery. I always appreciate the lights these days that come with batteries. This light is solid brass. I had some questions on the titanium one of is it solid titanium or is it titanium plated? And they say it's solid brass, and you can see all the way through there, brass to the inside. I have no reason to think this is not a solid brass light. If I read this correctly, they said that some of these lights are not compatible with the lithium ions, and I don't know if this voids the warranty or not as long as we're talking about this, but I did put a lithium ion rechargeable in my other i3ts, and they do put out more brightness. Don't blame me if somehow you do it and you void your warranty and something happens to it, but they have worked for me and they do put out a little bit more brightness. But otherwise, they say use the regular alkaline, that's what they include. Single AAA, and put that back in there. Construction of this light, I've gone through this light. I've already reviewed these other ones, and everyone is familiar with these lights likely, so I'll just go through it for those of you that are not. On the back here, there is a rubberized tail button, which I appreciate. It's comfortable to press, and the light is a good size in your hand. Moving down the body, the pocket clip, it's their standard two-way pocket clip, and of note, this is a very small thing. On the titanium version, the pocket clip is locked in place. Whereas on this one, it can spin freely around, which no big deal either way. Both of them are fine. There's nothing that you need to line this up with, like there would be a button down here you want to line it up with, but it can spin around, or you can just take it all the way off if you want it. It has their two directional clips, so you can put it in your pocket tip down, you can put it on the brim of a hat, and it's a nice amount of springiness, so it slides right into your pocket. It has their double helix knurling design. It is comfortable to hold. This is a small light, so it's not like it's going to be that uncomfortable anyway. But if nothing else, it gives a nice design to it. I like the lights they're putting it on. It's a nice design that they add to them. Down to the head, this has a TIR lens, which gives it a nice amount of flood and throw. And as I mentioned, this one compared to the i3t is a bit more throw. It's a bit more of a focused beam. Looking at the brightnesses, first doing it on low. Doesn't pick it up a whole lot. There it is on that 3 lumens on the screen out in front of me. Turn it up to high. There's that 180 lumens of the brass i3t with the regular alkaline battery. You can see kind of a focused, floody hotspot. If you compare that to the i3t, you see the i3t over here, and they're really about similar. There's the i3t. It's definitely a lot more floody, whereas the i3t is more of a focused beam. Now, interestingly, if you want to throw in that lithium ion, there it is on low, and there it is on high. And you can see that lithium ion battery over here, definitely brighter than the regular alkaline over here. It does get warmer faster and all the other things associated with it, but it will work, and it does put out more light. Puts out 5 lumens on low and 180 lumens on high, and you can just half press to cycle between the two of them, or you can click it on and cycle between the two of them. It always has mode memory, so it will always come on to the low. If you turn it off there on the high, turn it off, leave it off for a few seconds, it always comes on to the low, so you always know what brightness you're getting out of it. There's no hidden modes, there's no strobe, just those 2 modes you can go back and forth between. Now the weight comparison of these 3 lights, the black aluminum one, 1.4 ounces. Titanium, 1.7 ounces. And the brass, 2.6 ounces. So they do go up in weight between the 3 of them, just kind of depends. Some people want to carry a really light light. Some people love the coolness of the titanium, and some people really like the nice brass light. Some people like a hefty light, and this one is definitely a little bit more hefty, similar to the i3t. It's not unreasonably heavy, it's a couple ounces, but it is a little bit heavier than the other 2 versions. But again, it's such a small light that you put it in your pocket, you're not really going to notice it's there. It is IPX8 rated. It retails for $29.95, and you can get it on sale if you're lucky enough to find it for a little bit off, $22.46, at least at the time of this recording. So check out that sale. I'll put some links down below. You can check that out as well. So there you go, the i3t in brass. If you've got the other 2, the aluminum, the titanium, but now you want something a little bit different material, a little bit more shiny, a little bit different metal, cool look to it, check this one out from Olight i3t brass.